all well. My name's Ashton and I play the trumpet, and it sounds like this. I'm really excited to be able to explore with you all a piece of music today from the Musicate playlist. So let's start by listening to the piece together. While you're listening, feel free to let your imagination take over. What does the music make you think of? What can you hear? If you like, you can close your eyes while you're listening. I sometimes like to do this when I listen to music. I find it helps me to listen a bit more deeply. Wow, that was awesome. What did the music make you think of? I personally started to imagine someone heroic on a long journey, a bit like a mission, to rescue someone in need. But you might have imagined something completely different, which often happens when different people listen to the same music. How cool is that? Now, you might like to have another listen to the music and maybe draw a picture or even write a story in response. I'll let you decide. If that's something you'd like to do, remember you can go back and listen to the music as many times as you like. Okay, so some of you might have heard this music before, or maybe you recognised it. It's the main theme from a famous film called The Great Escape. This film is about soldiers escaping from captivity during the Second World War. I wonder, do you know what collective noun we give to the musicians playing the music that we just listened to? I'll give you a moment to have a think. If you said that this group of musicians playing this piece of music is called an orchestra, then yes, you're absolutely correct. Well done. This style of music is what we call a march. Marches are also often played by military bands or the guards who play for the Queen outside Buckingham Palace. A march is a type of music for, yep, you guessed it, marching along to. Marches have a strong, regular beat, a bit like a steady heartbeat. The musical word for this is pulse. We're going to explore pulse together now. It's everyone's job in the orchestra to keep the pulse. Thinking back to this piece, the lower sounding instruments in particular help keep the pulse. I've got an instrument in mind that plays what we call a walking bass line, and it sounds like this. Do you recognise that instrument? Well, it's called a tuba, and we just heard Ben playing on it the walking bass line from The Great Escape. The word walking suggests that it makes it easy for us to walk to, or in this case, march along to. Did someone say marching? We're going to stand up and march along to the pulse of The Great Escape. You're going to hear the bass line played by Ben on the tuba and the melody played by me on the trumpet. See if you can copy my marching. Now, if you'd rather not march along, that's cool. You can keep the pulse in your own way. For example, you could nod your head along. Or you could tap the palm of your hand with 2 fingers. Or you could even get creative and make your own percussion instrument with objects in your house. A nice example of this might be something as simple as a saucepan and wooden spoon. I'll let you decide how you'd like to keep the pulse. If you're marching, follow my lead and see if you can stay in time the whole way through. Okay, I'll count us in. Are you ready? I'll give us 4 beats and then we'll start marching together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done, that was awesome. How did you find that? Did you manage to stay in time and stick to the pulse? Great if you did. So, all that's left for me to say is goodbye. It's been really fun exploring with you all some amazing music. And remember, music can be a really nice way to escape from everything else going on around us. I don't know about you, but for me, this really has been a great escape from my day. Yeah, I thought you might like that one. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.